Hey, welcome back. Man, it's 2020 and we back. I know a lot of people like, man, what's going on with Welcome Home with Buxben? But hey, we are back. 2020. And I wanted to get back off on a good foot, get back off strong. So once again, we are speaking with leaders, real leaders, businessmen, businesswomen, just people that are inspirational in a time where I feel like it's real. A lot of people are dealing with different depressions or low about themselves, but I want to talk to some people that's really gonna push you to be better. So the first person we sitting down with in 2020, man, what can I say about this guy? Man, he's a great father, was a husband. He has a lot of spiritual children that he really digs deep into, really pushes them, really backs them. I could say any venture that I wanted to get into, this man was one of the first people to tell me I could do it. And I just wanted to sit down with him and, just break down and get to know this guy, get for you guys to know this guy like I know this guy. And man, he's just an awesome pastor, man, spiritual leader, and man, encouragement should be his middle name. Who we sitting down with today? Apostle Antoine Greg Tidwell. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for that, brother.
That's what's up.
All glory to God. Truly blessing to have God have an impact on people's life and to touch them. And so grateful and humble that God touched my life and touch a life like that.
Definitely.
Blessing.
Definitely.
Truly a blessing.
Man, like I said, I just want to thank you once again for sitting down with me, taking time out of your day to, just have a conversation.
Yes.
As they say,
yes.
I feel like you're one of the most inspirational people that I can think of, because there's a lot of things that, experiences that me and you have gone through in life, and
yes.
we both came out of it, I feel, very strong.
Yes.
And also, it's some things that you've dealt with that I haven't dealt with that from outside looking in, it's like, wow, how did he get through that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Through conversations, I know what happened and things like that, but I just wanted, for the people to kind of get a glimpse of your story.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So let's start from the beginning. Where are you actually from?
Where I'm from, originally, born and raised, Chicago, Cook County, Hospital. Grew up on the west side, a little bit of the south side, a little bit of the north side, so kind of all over Chicago.
Right.
Growing up, just running the streets and hanging out there. High school up north, mixed school, good variety of Latinos, African Americans, and whites. So that really puts my heart to be more international flavored, dealing with everybody. And pretty much thank God for my mom for that environment. Just to have the one statement of just being staged and being around one culture of people. But I can understand how this culture flows, how this culture flows. So kind of helped to mold me all over where I can deal with anybody. I can talk to anybody from whatever culture they're from, just because of that background.
Okay.
Kind of rough start with the mom, but growing up, typical, no father in the house. You kind of push through all of that, and you make the best out of it until you find what your calling and purpose is. And thank God I found that. Thank God.
Okay. So, growing up, did you deal with any gangs or anything like that? On the streets at all?
Yeah. The typical stereo African young man, without a father figure, not a mentor, not saved, not sanctified,
right.
Stealing cars, getting high, skirt chasing, just everything. Everything you would find yourself doing from the age of 14 to 17. I pretty much was doing it, and just by the grace of God, the love of God, that I made it through. I think the worst case experience I had was, I think I tried cocaine one time. With the guys, and I tried it one time, and I didn't know how to do cocaine. I was just doing primos and weed at that time, and I took the hit, and it almost killed me. I mean, yeah, like just maybe like I guess you're supposed to just sniff.
Mm-hmm.
I snorted it like
Oh.
I was Scarface. You know what I'm saying? like I was Scarface.
Right.
And I went up passing out, and I remember seeing the ambulance, over me, pumping stuff into me to get me to come back. But yeah, it was kind of rough growing up like that. You're experiencing different things. You don't know no better. You're just out with the peer pressure and want to have fun. And by the grace of God, by the power of God that He kept me. So a lot of that, whole lot of that.
Man,
Whole lot of that.
and also in in your younger years, you actually had your first child when you were, what was it, 20, 21?
21. Yeah, I want to say 21.
Okay, so now I know that's actually like a deep story of where ministry actually started for you.
Yes.
Within your first child going into being saved. What can you break that story down for us?
No, that was more or less the pathway to my salvation.
Okay.
Not having a father figure raised up. I had a father, stepfather, did the best they can do for what they know. They can only give what they know. So they did the best they can do. And but my father was kind of like not around. So at the midst of the young lady getting pregnant, I decided that, you know what, I'm gonna be there for the kid. I didn't want to have this typical baby mama type of stuff going on. So I decided at that time I was just gonna lay my life down. Wasn't a spiritual decision. Wasn't nothing deep. It was just like, you know what, I'm gonna be here for the kid. So a lot of times we don't need revelation from God to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? I decided to do the right thing and to stay with the young lady and raise the kid, and we wound up going into church, and that's how everything got started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically responsibility kind of pushed you to make a decision that, hey, I need to do better not only for myself but for the child that's coming into it.
Yeah.
And man, that's commendable.
That was definitely what happened, to raise the kid, like I say, I didn't have a father figure to raise me completely. Right. So I was like, you know what, I gotta at least raise this kid,
Definitely.
that he can get the stuff that he needs. So that was pretty much the responsibility part of my decision to do that.
Okay. And also, you actually were at a young age married too.
Yes.
Okay. And how long were you married for?
I want to say I got married in, I want to say 1999 or 98, something like that. And I think I was married 25 years, about 24, 25 years.
Okay. And that's that's real deep, because there's a lot of people that didn't make it 5 years.
Yeah.
Speaking for myself, but,
Yeah.
didn't make it 5 years. But in that time of that you were married, you also had a ministry.
Yes.
Beginning with Word of Truth.
Yes.
Now that was based out of the Southwest side, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And you were in a Latino neighborhood.
Yes.
And I'm just going off of research here, you had a food pantry also?
Yes.
Let's start at Word of Truth.
Word of Truth.
Now, how did Word of Truth come?
Oh man, Word of Truth came. That was a true revelation from God.
Okay.